Well, good afternoon, travelers. Todd here with Traveling Around Disney. And Michelle's right over here. As you can see, we have made our way to Disney's Animal Kingdom because we're going to try out Flame Tree Barbecue right here and answer some of your questions. And the number one question was, how long have we been together? Might surprise you to find out. So come along and let's try Flame Tree Barbecue and see more about us traveling around Disney. Okay, here is my Tad tip of the day. If you want a premium seating for Kite Tails, which is at the 15-minute mark of every hour up until 5:15, right behind Flame Tree Barbecue, you come down the little aisle and there are 3 red tables. That table is obstructed. This table has a perfect view, unobstructed, to Kite Tails, and it's usually in the shade, so. So travelers, we have found us a great spot here down by the lagoon. As you can tell, Everett's right behind me, and right back here will be Kite Tails. We can mobile order on our My Disney Experience app, so we're going to do that. We're not going to go stand up there in the line. Just go ahead and order now, and then we'll go up and get our food. But we do have what's that?
A little Tad tip: when you come here, there's several little pods of table areas. Everybody always chooses number 1 or 2 off the path. Just keep walking. I promise there'll be loads of table, and it's right here on the water. So don't go to the first table you see. Keep walking. You'll see good. There's nobody around us here.
That is a great tip because.
And I'm red. It's not really hot, but the sun just went out.
Oh my God, the sun is blaring today.
So I'm all red. Sorry.
But we did bring our list of questions. Big list of questions.
Oh, there's your.
We hope we. Oh, Timon and Rafiki, I believe. And that is the character cavalcade. So you will get to see them as you're sitting here along the lagoon, and they come running by. So that's really neat. So we're sitting at our spot, and we're actually going to answer a couple questions before we place our mobile order. Someone asked us, we know we like to bake,
like the honeymoon thing,
because we had a bakery.
Right.
What is one of your favorite dishes to bake?
Disney or not? Just
no,
regular,
what you like to cook at home.
My go-to
what you like to bake. I know mine.
What you like to bake?
Yeah.
Will you tell yours first?
Mine is flan. I probably make one of the best flans.
We like you to bake.
Yeah, but I make flan, and I absolutely love to make flan, and I use a sous vide machine.
Yeah.
I have to give that recipe someday.
Yeah.
Not. So Michelle is going to ask the questions, and we will answer together, or answer separately. Go ahead. Ask a question.
Okay,
Let's see.
so what put Disney into your life, or made it a tradition in our family?
Well, that's easy.
A pretty easy answer.
Well, I've been coming since '71. Michelle used to come to the campgrounds, right, with her family.
How often do the cavalcades run?
I don't know. There's another cavalcade coming by.
There's your favorite character.
Donald.
Which that's a question, probably.
Oh yeah. Donald's my favorite character. Let's see if I can see him here.
It's Donald and Daisy.
There they go.
I have a feeling they come pretty routinely.
Nah, they're getting ready to stop because Kite Tails probably getting ready to stop. Awesome.
When we were younger,
We honeymooned here.
Really didn't have a whole lot of money to do vacation with. We had the 2 girls, and you know how you are. We were just married. We just built the house. So we could get annual passes, which back then was a great deal for a Florida resident.
Yeah,
And
it was a
then
great deal.
We only lived about an hour and 10 minutes away, so we would come down, and this was our entertainment. We would come for the weekend. We would stay for the week, you know, a day, or we'd stay for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then it was just every birthday and holiday seemed to
we were always
be celebrated here.
Around here.
And
yeah, because
so that's how we just
back
built
then in the
memories.
day, I remember we used to get the Contemporary for $149 a night.
Yeah, but that was expensive to us.
Yeah,
remember?
we had to save up for that.
We would come down some nights and it was like $69 if you hit the sports.
Yeah,
or the
All Stars.
All Stars.
Yeah, so.
And then with the annual passes, it was practically the cheapest things we could do.
Yeah.
Like a family of 4, we couldn't go to the movies sometimes for as much money as we could just come and spend the whole day at Disney.
That is exactly right.
Definitely not that way, I don't think anymore, but that's what started our tradition.
Yeah. And it was a spur of the moment. We would come spur of the moment a lot. So that was the real benefits.
From school and away we came.
Yep.
So this one is probably for you because you're the collector.
Okay.
So the question was, one thing you wish y'all had gotten before was no longer sold, and then you regretted not getting it. Like that, she was a collector.
As a collector, I wish I would have gotten more of the big figs. I've got one big fig at home, and it's the Mickey and Minnie in their Halloween costumes from the Boo to You when they used to do the Halloween parties.
The big statue.
The big statue.
You're saying a word I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah,
What's
it's called Big Fig.
Oh.
Big figurine. There. Sorry, as a collector, we would know that.
I have no idea what you're talking
It's the ones that are at least 24 inches or taller. Not the little statues anymore, but they discontinued those a long time ago, so they're hard to get, and on the secondary market, they're quite pricey. Yeah.
Is there anything? No, but I think you would agree, the experiences that we've gained, it has been worth every single penny.
Yeah.
Like, we have so many memories and just those snapshots of life that I have that you can just see a picture or see something and you're right back there.
Yeah, it brings you right back, especially with your kids and stuff like that. It brings you right back to it.
So anything I regret? Probably nothing. Like there's nothing I would have bought or that I regret.
I wish this would have been around way back in the day, because we would have had this memory, more photos, more videos. Take pictures, take pictures, take pictures.
We had a funny story I'll tell real quick, but we were at well, it was MGM then, Hollywood Studios, and he wanted this popcorn bucket, and we were so excited for him to get the popcorn bucket. So he was standing in line, and we were talking about it, and we shouldn't have been. So the people ahead of us, of course, are hearing us talk about this popcorn bucket. So one of us had said, wouldn't it be funny if you got to the counter and they were all sold out and you wouldn't have one? Well, guess what happened? He got to the counter. It was all
giggles then, wasn't it, folks?
The person in front of us got the last one. So that would probably be, you know, we've learned that if there's something that you want, you don't say a word until it's in your hand.
Yeah.
And then
until you have acquired the object,
right.
And then you can talk about it.
Right.
That's a great one. We have placed our orders on the mobile order on the My Disney Experience app. That's how I'm supposed to say it, not the mobile order app. Michelle made fun of me for that one the other day. But we got the chicken dinner with coleslaw and cornbread. Michelle got the chicken and rib dinner with coleslaw and cornbread.
Comes with beans too, I think.
Comes with beans, she believes.
I don't think I like them though. I remember from last time. But it comes
we did see the salad, which looked very tasty, so we went ahead and got a salad too.
Just to show you guys, we'll take it home and eat it. But it surprised me the other day from Fort Wilderness. So
how good it was.
Now I'm paying attention to what the salads look like.
Yeah. We got collard greens. We got onion rings, and we got the 50th celebration cupcake with 2 Coca-Colas. Yeah, I got it. You'll share it with me. But Kite Tails is getting ready to start behind us, and we have placed our order, and they will let us know when our food is ready. Okay, let's answer a couple more questions.
So
Michelle's
we're trying to
asking.
go from history to current.
Okay,
So
got you. I don't know what she's going to ask.
Stephanie had asked, how did you two meet and start dating?
I passed her. She was waiting for the bus. I went to a different school.
We lived in the same area.
We lived in the same area,
street,
same
actually.
street. Actually, right down the road from each other. And we passed in a truck. She looked at me. I looked at her. Didn't think anything about it. And
No, really, I looked at him and like, who was that in the shiny red jacket?
Yeah.
And he looked at me like, who was that in that ugly coral floral dress?
Because she was in chorus at the time, so she was going to have a performance that day. So that's
And it was love at first sight.
Yes, it was. What else? What other question? That was a good one.
What is your favorite Disney ride?
My favorite Disney ride, Small World. Disneyland and Disney World. Small World is my favorite ride.
Yeah, I would
How about
say
you?
Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth? Okay.
That's my favorite.
That's a
And
good one.
We kind of have a tradition. We ride it every time we go in. We sort of broke it lately, though, I guess.
We didn't
but
ride it
used
when we
to.
did the
Yeah.
Rose and Crown.
But
Now
that
we have
was
to
one
ride it
ride,
twice.
and I'm sure you guys have one too that you just kind of must do as soon as you get in the park, and that was one.
Okay, so that's our question to you. Down in the comments below, tell us your favorite ride at
And why.
Disney, or where, yeah, and why.
And why is it your favorite?
Yeah, we'd like to see what you guys say.
So stay tuned.
It looks like our food is
Food
ready.
is ready.
I am heading out to get our food. Okay, so we have gotten our food. Oh, it smells so good. This is my half a chicken with coleslaw, cornbread, oh, and beans.
Cornbread is extra. $2 extra.
Yeah, $2? $2 extra for cornbread. And they do give you beans right there. Michelle got the ribs and chicken, so she got 2 pieces of dark meat, which is the thigh and legs there.
Well, that's like, what, a quarter of a chicken, I guess?
Yeah.
And then you got a half, because you just got
Yeah. And then she got the ribs right there.
The boats are coming in behind me, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking at.
Coleslaw, of course, and of course she got chicken with beans also.
With beans.
The one thing we did get, which I'm a little surprised by the price, because it's this right here. This was the collard greens. I think it should have been a little bit bigger, but it was $4.49 for this. So that's there.
Well, that was the same price as the onion
Yeah.
rings, which is this.
So look at the serving of onion rings that you get compared to the collard greens. So just let you know. And then, since we wanted to eat healthy,
And, well, no, that's not the reason I got it. Number
Why?
one, because all of this food is not healthy.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see the salad because this was $11.99, I believe.
yeah,
So that versus what we just saw over there, two
Right.
different salads.
I totally agree.
I keep getting attacked by leaves too.
And that was the P&J salad.
Yes.
Yes. So you've already seen that video, the P&J
Yeah.
salad, but this is the one, and this is $1 more,
It's
isn't
an
it?
entree. It's like $11.99.
Yeah, $11.99.
The other
That
was
was
only $8.99.
yeah, because it didn't have any protein on it.
Right.
But to add protein, it was only $2 more, so that would have been $10.99 over there versus this one. But we are in a theme park. That does make a difference. Okay, we are going to start. Is this all the rib? This is the rib Michelle gave me. Look how tiny.
Well, if you like it, I'll give
no,
you more.
No, I don't need any more. Oh, and they give you barbecue sauce. Didn't know that. Okay, I'm going to give the rib a try. You going to try it with me?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Somewhere it said that they had turkey legs here, but I didn't see any turkey legs.
Look at
Have
them.
turkey legs just disappeared?
No, they're over at Epcot and Magic Kingdom. But look at the smoke ring on that. That's good. And I didn't have any sauce on it. They're not dry. I thought they'd
No,
be
they're
dry.
not
I thought they'd be dry. How's it with the
Sauce
sauce?
has a little spice to it.
Is it? Okay.
Just a little.
Mm,
It's good.
that is good. Want to try some chicken?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you said you're going to?
I'm going
Or
to
we're-
try some chicken.
Okay. Go ahead. You have my permission
So
to
that's
try
my
some chicken.
chicken leg. You can tell it's nicely seasoned. Looks pretty juicy. So
Back of the sauce. I'm a saucy person.
yeah, Michelle's a saucy person. No sauce right now for this one. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers, honey. That's pretty good. I like it because all the spices on it. That's got a heavy spice rub on it. Very heavy.
It is good. I almost was going to say it tasted like the ribs, but then it doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, this is good. Dude, there is one question that I can remember. Have we ever been to Club 33? No, we have not. We have not been. We have stood by the doors to where Club 33 is, but in all parks and Disneyland, no, it's by that door.
I'm like hesitating.
Go ahead, no, go
like,
ahead.
"Arr!" I just don't think there should be any park or any part of the park that isn't accessible to everybody.
Okay, and if somebody invites me to Club 33,
He'll
I'm
go.
going.
I
I'm
probably
going.
would.
I'm not going to tease. Are we DVC members? Because we stayed at the Polynesian. No, we are not.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever become DVC members, but we will rent some
think so.
points.
We
I
don't
think
need
we'll
to
rent some
now.
points in the future. Because it was a nice stay.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great stay at that DVC bungalow. So, okay, we are going to try these $4.49 collard greens. These better be Granny Hudson good collard greens because she made good collard greens. That was her grandmother. She made some of the best collard greens. So we're going to give these a try. I'm going to get me a nice little forkful.
It's probably got pepper in it. There's some people that put pepper in theirs. We never did.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're so hot.
And I usually like apple cider vinegar with mine. So,
You know what I mean?
I know.
First.
Let's give them a try. Here we go.
You're getting attacked again.
Yeah. They're okay. Not as, I'd say it's not a southern color green. Has a little spice to it. Does come through at the end there. But
So that reminded me, that's a good segue.
what was that? Another question.
Yeah,
Where we at?
another question. Is it hard to give comments on the food since you work for Disney?
No, it is not hard to give comments on the food since I work for Disney, because actually everything we get we buy ourselves. So I feel we're allowed to give our opinion of that because of that reason. Because nothing is ever comped, nothing is ever gifted, nothing is ever invited.
Just because you don't like something,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be necessarily derogatory to the whole.
Exactly.
There's lots of restaurants that we like, but individual dishes in there
Exactly.
we don't.
Okay, like these greens right here. You may love these greens. We've had better greens. So
I grew up on greens,
Right.
so I have my own taste of what they should taste
Exactly.
like.
So-
Doesn't mean those are bad or whatever. I just don't care for them.
So that was a great question. I don't have a problem giving my opinions, and they've never said anything about
I think
it.
as long as you're respectful, and
Yeah,
we always try to be respectful of the cast, and they're our family too. So
Yeah.
we try to,
totally agree. Totally.
try to understand when they're having a bad night.
And
or
our
something like
son-in-law
that.
works in food and beverage, so if anything, he'll
And
let me know.
Second part of that, have you ever sat back and thought, oh, that comment is going to come back and haunt me?
No.
No, because I have the power of editing.
Yeah.
So we
There's
do
probably
have-
some comments you don't
there
get to
are
see.
lots of ones, yeah, that we'll say, I don't know if that's going to fly. And
Yeah.
we'll just not chance it and take it out.
Yeah.
So
And that sun is blaring in now.
it is.
Gonna try some beans. Oh, they're nice and thick. They ain't them running
Barbecue
kind.
is so very regional.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own flavor and own style.
Yeah.
Same with beans. There's
give
so
it-
many different ways to make them.
Smell good. Let's give them a try. Michelle doesn't like them. I like them because they are very sweet. They got a sweet taste to them. You didn't like these at all?
Because the bean's too big.
Oh. Yeah, I will have to say there are big beans in there. You're exactly right.
I'm so picky.
No, you're not.
Okay, coleslaw.
Oh, coleslaw. Wait. Please be sweet. Please be sweet. There we go. Coleslaw. You don't like that either?
It's not very sweet to me.
No. Tastes like it's got apples in it.
Like apple cider.
I bet if I read the menu, it'd probably say there's apples in it.
I got caught when we were walking in the sun. You have to walk towards the sun. And it was blaring. I swear, I feel like I'm sunburned. Just from like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah. That's
we
a
moved because it was hot where we were. There
Yeah.
was no air. So we came underneath the fans.
We got a little airflow. Switch table. Sorry about the. Now you get a jungle view right here. I do go on roller coasters. Michelle does not go on roller coasters.
Well, I love Space Mountain though.
But that one right there,
I love Thunder Mountain.
that roller coaster right back there is my favorite one. Yeah, Thunder Mountain. You love Thunder Mountain. So that's a good roller coaster for
Space
both
Mountain
of
is
us.
one of my favorites, but I hardly ever go on it because I don't think you like it.
It twerks my back too much. Oh my god, it
I don't
hurts.
like drop coasters. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like
The steep drops,
Splash
the 90,
Mountain. I don't like that
she's
one.
not that kind. So, but yes, Everest is my favorite roller coaster here on property.
Your
Next question.
favorite place to visit outside of Florida?
Mine is New York City.
Oh,
I friggin' love New York City.
mine was Lake Tahoe.
Lake
That
Tahoe.
was
That is a good
beautiful
one.
for me.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
And one asked, have we ever been overseas? No.
Nope, not yet.
Never been out of the country together.
No.
I don't think I've been
Michelle's
out of
been
the
on a
country.
cruise. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
She went on a cruise
But
for
that
her
doesn't
senior
really
trip.
count. I was on a boat.
Yeah, and I think that was one of our other questions. Have we ever considered a cruise? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
definitely will be
that'll
happening
be
this year.
soon. Like we were about ready to go when all of the pandemic stuff
She wants to go to Alaska, and everybody says that's the
Yeah, I definitely want to do
cruise to
that
take.
cruise up the channel.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So
So
that'll
that's on my bucket list.
that'll be on a bucket list. By the way, these onion rings right here, these are really good. This is a better value for $4.49 than the color greens.
Yes.
We are going to try the salad now. And this looks like a cornbread crouton. Right there. Right there. So let's give this a try.
Does it have dressing on it?
Mm-hmm. You might want to stir it up, but that is really good.
I don't care for the cornbread. It's got their cornbread croutons.
I like it. See, that's pretty good.
Have you ordered your food yet?
The one at it's a good salad. The one over at P&J's Southern Barbecue over at Wilderness Campground is much better. She's gathering her thoughts as she chews.
I'm feeling
salad.
like somebody who wants a salad though is not gonna like that salad because it's not really a salad. It's like meat with cheese on it and then a couple pieces of lettuce.
Well,
You know, it's not a true like.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of accoutrements on this salad.
Yeah, so if you don't really like lettuce, it's a good salad. It's got like the romaine
Welcome to
ribs in
Disney
it,
Kite
a lot of that.
where the magic of Disney
Yeah.
storytelling soars.
So I don't know. I probably wouldn't get that either.
Okay.
Soon the Discovery River Theater.
Okay, so of this meal,
It's amazing I keep myself well fed. The ribs and the onion rings.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yep. I like the chicken, but the white meat did become very dry in some spots. The ribs are really good. I haven't.
See, I had the dark meat of the chicken, so it was better.
Disney Kite Tails.
We'll try the cornbread. So we're going to ask another question, and the question is: does Michelle work for Disney? I'm going to let her tell you that story.
I do not work for Disney now. I have in the past. I got years ago. I tried when we had moved to Orlando. I'd actually gotten hired, but didn't go through the whole training program. Back then, it was way different. But you know, down here, all three of them work for Disney. Becca, Mike, and Todd. So we'd sit around, they'd talk about Disney and behind the scenes, and I always felt a little left out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a job. So I did, but it was unfortunately like after everything happened, so everything had changed by that time. So it's just not for me. I just enjoy being on the guest side of it more so than the employment side, but
That's a great answer.
I don't work right now
Yeah.
at Disney. My job, as everybody knows, I've said it before, I'm actually a nurse practitioner, so I do work independently, so I don't work for somebody, I can work, you know, for myself.
Right.
But right now I'm on kind of like a midlife hiatus, I guess, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, you know, with the rest of my life, but I have that. I worked a lot for the education and the training for that. You know, if you're in the healthcare field, you know that's a beast all of its own.
And I will interrupt here. Going through what we just went through the past year and a half, it took a heavy toll. She is a gerontologist, which is for the older folks, and that was really That was very hard, and that's why she's taking a gap year. That we'll call it a gap year. And one of the other questions is, are we retired?
That's a weird question.
Yeah, it is.
And we've asked ourselves that a couple times. Like,
I will never retire. So we kind of say we're semi-retired.
I guess we are.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, but I still love to work. I work 40 hours a week.
I probably, once I get my feet back underneath me, so to say, just like mentally, I probably will work again. I hate to go through all that education and knowledge of it, but I've been a nurse for over 25 years.
I don't want her to. I don't want her to go back to doing that.
But I've done everything.
Yeah,
Home
so-
care and adult geriatric, that's my specialty. So anyway, that's what I
But
do.
yeah.
So I try to fix everybody in the family. If somebody needs something, they call me.
So I'll let Michelle retire, and I'll just keep working until I'm done.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll do like a question quick round.
Okay, we're going to do a question quick
And we're going
round.
to answer at the same time.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
One of our travelers asked us, what restaurant can we eat at over and over and over and over and over and over and over?
Okay, wait.
So ready?
Yeah.
Do you do the countdown?
Okay. Down from 3 or 1,
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. On
3.
Yeah.
And compass.
Yep.
What did you say?
Ellen Compass. Ellen Compass, hands down, through and through. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
I have yet to have a bad meal there.
I agree.
So if anybody ever asks me, where can I go for a nice, relaxing, not too crowded, not too busy, Ellen Compass is. If it's breakfast, make sure you ask for Zach. He's great guy.
So they say, which is better, Grand Floridian Cafe or Steakhouse 71?
For breakfast,
For any, well, are you split?
I would say if I was going for breakfast, I would go to Grand Floridian Cafe because the chicken and waffles is my favorite breakfast menu item there. For lunch, Steakhouse 71, just for Michelle's
Yeah.
French onion soup.
Part B to that I just read on about the Grand Floridian versus Steakhouse, they have reservations for Grand Floridian Cafe
If it's for
before their Magic Kingdom day.
Okay,
but
breakfast
considering
then.
swapping to Steakhouse 71.
Yeah, if it's for breakfast, I would still go to Grand Floridian Cafe. Hop on the monorail, or you could take the walking path.
Yeah, I would too. If it
Yeah.
was lunch, it would be a different answer for me.
Yep.
I'd say Steakhouse.
Yep.
But before because it's not a buffet either, Grand Floridian Cafe. So the amount you eat is limited, which
Yeah.
is good because if you're going to go to the parks all day, you don't want to have a heavy
Yeah,
all you can eat breakfast.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
now
what would be your breakfast dish? Well, no, we'll go with the dinner.
Somebody asked like our perfect meal.
Yeah, our
I
perfect
think
meal. So
Lori
we're going to
was
go
asking.
entree, appetizer, and dessert. What would yours be? And you can
Well,
mix
that
all.
cuts out breakfast though.
No, we'll cut out breakfast. We're gonna do
Okay,
dinner.
so my favorite appetizer anywhere. Appetizer.
Mine is.
Well, I know it has to be like I know what mine is.
Okay.
You ready? We're gonna say
ready?
it at the same time.
1, 2, 3. Miso
French
fristo.
onion.
Okay. Go ahead.
French
Go ahead.
onion
You
soup,
say it.
That's hard to do.
Go ahead.
At Steakhouse 71.
Miso
That's still my
fristo
favorite.
for me at Turf Club. Definitely.
That was good.
Entree. That is
Well,
a very
my
tough
heart was
one.
broken this morning because they don't have my chicken anymore
At Terralina's, they took it off the menu.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to search again. And I don't know what it is about my taste, but why does all my favorite dishes always disappear? So I must have a very separate palate, I guess. But
Yeah.
my
And
beloved chicken's gone.
my entree would be at Snow White's Storybook Dining. Any of those entrees on that menu are fantastic. I didn't try the fish, the gnocchi.
So hard to say, like, what is your favorite? That's
It's hard to
tough.
say, but the
'Cause I gotta
prime
go back
rib,
and
the
see, like, what have I had?
gnocchi,
The gnocchi was good. It was
that
good.
spatzel
But
was
is it
good.
Your favorite? Like,
Yeah,
is it
that
your
gnocchi I could eat.
best entree? Like, if you couldn't eat again ever and you're going on a liquid diet, what would you want as your very last entree?
Very last entree.
The very last thing to eat.
Well, we haven't eaten everywhere. We've only eaten at 143 places, so that's all. Still got to decide.
It's a hard question.
The fried chicken
My
from
mind
50's
starts
Primetime Cafe.
You're probably right. there.
Yeah, the fried chicken from 50's
That
Primetime.
was outstanding.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Favorite chicken on
We
property.
even said if we could find a way to get in and take it out, we
Yep.
would do that.
Yep.
It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this one's hard for Michelle because she's not a big dessert eater, but I am. So what would your dessert be? I know mine right off the bat.
I do too, and it's a fairly new one.
Go ahead.
I would go back for the strawberry shortcake again at P&J's.
Really?
It was so good.
The strawberry
It was
shortcake?
light, and it was fruity,
Okay.
and it was refreshing. Yeah.
And that is Hoopty Doo's recipe.
good.
That's Hoop-Dee-Doo's recipe. I've actually got
Followed
two.
close by the what do they call that dessert? I always call it the
Where?
duck butt at
Satuli.
Satuli.
Canteen.
That's
We
a
call
really
it the duck
good-
butt, the blueberry,
the blueberry
mousse.
That's
And
really
it looks like Donald Duck butt, but you know what that means.
My absolute favorite that I remember is the lime Peter Pan had it.
Oh,
and I don't even think
that
they have
was
that
so-
anymore.
no, they do
With
not.
the feather in it. Oh gosh, that
Yeah,
was so
the
good.
backside of water was really good. Oh my God, we've eaten some good food. But mine desserts would be I've got two. Of course,
Oh my
tiramisu.
gosh, wait.
Tiramisu.
No, I
Wait a
forgot
minute,
about-
let me finish. Tiramisu from Enzo's Hideaway. Fantastic tiramisu. And I still say, if anybody's at Disney Springs and they're walking around, this is my other dessert. Would be the bread pudding from House of Blues.
Oh,
Hand-
no.
oh,
I was
that
gonna
is-
say
oh my God.
Sebastian's or Banana Cabana.
Banana Cabana.
That overtook me for even the Ohana's bread pudding.
Yeah.
I think what happened is it went from Ohana's to there, and I just can't get verbal
Commitment.
confirmation of that. But I think it's the chef, and he's phenomenal. And I think when he moved from Ohana's there, he took
Right,
the
and we
recipe
did
was-
learn that he did move over
Yeah.
to Sebastian's
but
and
it's-
Banana Cabana.
I forgot all about that. So that is definitely
Yeah.
on top. I could have that every night.
Okay, so that's why it's a very hard question, because we have eaten a lot of places, but it also what mood you're in and ones that strike
and
you.
We told
And
the story before about the bakery, because taste is very subjective.
Yeah.
So you have to be happy. You have to be somewhat hungry, but not ravenous. You have to have good people around you.
Yeah.
Right. And all of that
yeah,
factors in.
okay, so I'm going back to the bakery. This is another little story. Michelle makes these bird's nest cookies. They
I
got
think we've
jam
told
with the
that story
coconut.
before.
I'm gonna tell it again. She made a dozen cookies for this lady.
It's an Ina Garden
Yeah.
recipe, by the way.
Made a dozen
I love
cookies.
those
Yeah, they were fantastic. Lady calls us back and says, I believe these cookies were a little
No,
burnt.
she didn't say believe. She says
Yeah.
these were burnt.
These cookies were burnt. So Michelle said, no problem. We'll make you a new batch. Just bring what you got in back and we'll make you a brand new batch. And she tells Michelle on the phone, oh, I can't do that because we ate them all. So the cookies were burnt, but they ate them all. So it was just one of those things. They're such a good cookie, you don't want to turn them down. So
And they weren't burnt. We
They
cooked
weren't
everything ourselves.
we
so-
tried.
But,
So
yeah, that's fine.
that was a good one. I like that.
That was my lesson in customer service, because I was like, I'm going to tell her where she
Yeah.
can take her
And
cookies.
speaking of the bakeries, we'll go ahead and look at that. That's the 50th dessert that they are serving at Flame Tree Barbecue. I just know it's yellow and it's got that nice little medallion on it. I have no idea what this cupcake is. I couldn't tell you.
I'll put it on the
Michelle
screen.
put a link down below.
Let's surprise. I see
Yeah.
what's in there.
I'm gonna taste this on camera while she gets a description. It's lemon.
I have such a problem with this app. Like,
I don't know.
I always say, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. This cake, I believe, is a lemon cake. It's a very moist cake, but it's very dense and sticky. Let's try this icing.
Okay, it is
that's
a
good.
lemon cake
Yeah,
with lemon chiffon filling and vanilla frosting with
Yeah.
celebration sprinkles.
that's.
Splatter coated chocolate Mickey and a gold dusted 50th anniversary medallion.
That's it. I don't know if I like this cupcake. You're gonna love it then. Be my. Just go. Oh, she's the best cupcake in the world. There's something about the cake. It's just like very sticky. It sticks to my mouth. What do you think? Of course, I'm still gonna eat it. Yeah.
The lemon almost overpowers it.
Yeah.
It's like
And that chiffon's right at the icing level.
it's mealy.
Yeah.
It goes apart into a lot of little tiny pieces.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's probably frozen too, and then they
And then
they
it's
unthawed
yeah, I
it
bet.
to frost
I
it.
bet.
Because once you freeze a cake, it changes the textures of it.
Okay.
Anyway,
We want to wish Kira a happy birthday because you may be watching this on your birthday, and she is from Australia. She's an Australia viewer down there. So,
Happy birthday.
Kira, happy birthday, and we cannot wait to meet you guys in several months from now. But they're coming to the States to come to Disney, so we cannot wait.
happy birthday.
And probably, this is the last question we're going to answer. This is it. This is what everybody's been wanting to know. Yeah. Everybody's wanted to know this question is, how long have we been together? With each other every day because
We do live together.
we did get married in June of 1987. I know probably earlier than most of you guys out there watching. So that makes 35 years this year. And we started dating in April of 1982. And that year, Michelle's grad night was at Walt Disney World. And that's the first time me and her together went to Walt Disney
Should
World.
I put a picture on that?
If you can find that
Me
picture,
in my striped party dress.
and me with black hair.
We were on
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
We got a picture, and that was the first time we ever went to Disney. It was 1982. So come this April, 2022, will be 40 years we have been together. Oh my God. That's the line. I've got a friend, a little squirrel's over here watching me, but that was the most number one asked question, is how long we have been together. So we've had a great time doing this today. If we didn't answer all the questions, just leave more comments down below.
You're bored to death.
We'll answer those questions. We're glad we came to Flame Tree to take another restaurant off of our Disney dining quest, which is really exciting. So we may not know where we're traveling to next, travelers, but we know we love having you guys travel with us. And until next time, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there. Okay, travelers, it is February 27th, and it is a World Map Update with all of our fellow travelers that have joined us over our period of having our YouTube channel. We would just love to thank each and every one of you for sending in your names, your location, so we could put you on our travelers board. At this time, we have 1,605 fellow travelers as of February 27th, which is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being part of our traveling family, and we do hope to get to meet as many of you travelers as we can when you come for visits, or maybe when we come for a visit to your location.